Hello, 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 everybody. This is DJ Doc here. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me on Straight Talk with DJ Doc. I am so glad you made it. It's been a heck of a week since our last show. Have been busy, busy, busy. You know that we are prepping for a big fashion show for LA Kids Week, and that's with CIM Business and Company. Modeling agency, actually. We are working with them, and we're going to be at Disneyland. Yes, Disneyland for the show. And it's LA Kids Week. So we're glad that you are here with us today. And today I'm excited because I have a young lady that is going to be coming to San Diego, and we're going to tell you all about that in just a little bit. But right now, I want to introduce her, and her name is Miss Chaundra N. Gore, and the N stands for Nicole. Okay, she is here with us today, and what we're going to do is we're going to introduce her. Okay, she is a prophetess, Chaundra Nicole Gore. She is the CEO and president and founder of Focused and Aligned Women's Business Empowerment Foundation Incorporated. It is a 501c3, and she is doing great things through that business. What I want to do is introduce her now and bring her on and let her tell you all about everything she's got going on. Hey, Chandra, how you doing?
Greetings. How are you?
I am doing fantastic, fantastic. So I just want you to tell us a little bit. We met because you're going to be coming to San Diego, and I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Wow. I don't know where to begin, but I can tell you this. I'm a child of the Most High God. I'm the CEO and founder of Lens of Faith Speaks Coaching and Consulting, where I assist Christian servant leaders in discovering their purpose, exercising their power, and learning to walk by faith to live an abundant life. I do all things by faith. I'm also the CEO and founder of Focus and Align Women's Business Empowerment Foundation Incorporated 501c3. There we help build, give resources, helping women who want to pursue a life of entrepreneurship, start that corporate job in corporate America, or start their own nonprofit. We help build these women up, giving them resources and tools that they need to be successful. This all started with a book, an anthology that was created during the pandemic called Focus and Align. God gave me this vision of becoming focused and aligned on Him during the pandemic, during a time when everyone was really on lockdown. And I was surprised that there were 18 women to join this amazing project that eventually turned into a 501c3. So I'm super excited and elated to be going on a global tour worldwide. Never knew that it would take on this particular journey, but I believe that this is a faith walk by God. Number one, to see if I can be obedient to the will of God, and I'm absolutely going to do that. So I'm super duper excited about the global tour. We started in Tampa, Florida, moved on to Baltimore, Maryland. Now we're headed to Atlanta, Georgia in September the 18th. And San Diego is November the 12th. So I'm super excited, and we're going to continue on even after San Diego. But I'm excited to come to San Diego. It'll be my fourth time coming to San Diego, but now I'm coming with a major purpose. So glad to be on the show with you today, Mr. Howard. It's a pleasure to meet you and know you, and I can't wait to see what you're going to do at the show in San Diego.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic. One of the things that we love doing is working with different companies and businesses and so forth to help promote things for people. Our whole goal is about creating a culture of caring. And what you're doing, it aligns just right with what we believe in and so forth. So we're happy about uh, partnering with you and working with you and so forth. Now, I want you to tell me, you said that this started during the pandemic.
Yes.
Was this a vision that you had before and you just put it in place during the pandemic, or was it something that totally came about during the pandemic?
It totally came about during the pandemic. I heard the Lord say this was right before everyone knew what it really was, right?
Okay.
The Lord was speaking to me in my prayer closet, talking about becoming focused and aligned. He said, Chandra, you walked 3 years in a wilderness experience to become focused and aligned. So now I need you to write the book about it. And by the way, there's going to be multiple people on this project. And so that eventually turned into an anthology. I put the call of action out. 17 women responded, and I made number 18. So absolutely.
So how long, I want to know, how long did it take to do the book? Give me a little bit of a
It took
time.
us about 4.5 months to do the book.
Okay, okay. You know, and writing, you can hear sometimes that authors talk about the fact that it takes them so long to write, but once you're given a purpose, it just flows, doesn't it?
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. So tell me a little bit about some of the ladies that are also part of this.
So all of the ladies are entrepreneurs. They have some form of a business, right? They all have businesses. Some of them are still working full-time jobs as well as being entrepreneurs, which we call that parallelpreneur or CEO-preneur. Some of them are full-time entrepreneurs. So yeah, it's a plethora of women. Some of them were prior military. Some of them are mental health professionals, media gurus, fashion and image consultants. So yes, we have a variety of women on this project, and some of them are just growing. Some of them are going through my training, and they are learning as they go. So they may not have a business, they may not have all the bells and the whistles yet, but they are in training right now as we speak to learn how to speak better, learn how to talk better, formulate a signature speech, get on stage, do their thing, and even start their nonprofit. So they are in the works. They are moving and getting what they need along this amazing journey of becoming focused.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And being focused is something that's important because that will help you get to your dream. It'll help you work through everything that you need to so you can get to where you should be and are supposed to be. That's fantastic. And I love the fact that this is also faith based. That's one of the things right now that we need a whole lot of with everything that's going on. Faith is something that we need a lot of. Now, I want you to
Absolutely.
tell me, I want you to break it down a little bit with um, with the two different organizations that you were talking about.
So are you talking about Lens of Faith Speaks Coaching and
Yes,
Consulting?
yes,
Okay. That
that as
is,
well as your nonprofit.
yeah. So Lens of Faith Speaks Coaching and Consulting is what God gave me during my wilderness experience. I walked out of a 20-year career from the military. Um, I was separated from them and became a full-time Lens of Faith for real. And what is that? That is simply a person that walks out a transparent journey by faith. It may look ridiculous, stupid, dumb, whatever to a lot of people, but I believe God wholeheartedly. I really walk by faith. I don't let things rattle me. I don't let things scare me. I really lean not to my own understanding and trust God in all my ways because I don't have all the answers. But if God say turn left, go jog, go run, go sit in the corner, I'm going to do just that because God has never failed me. And this gives me the ability and the opportunity to come in contact with so many people all around the world. I teach, I train, and I motivate people to become
Okay.
successful, to help them discover their purpose driven life. Walk by
Now,
faith.
now I want you to tell us about the focused and aligned.
Yes. So the picture you have up on the screen is our new logo for the tour, Focus and Align Global Tour. This is a part of the journey that we are all taking. The women that initially were a part of the anthology, and now there's a second anthology, Focus and Align Part 2, The Birthing Room. Those women have now come into contact with the other 18 women, and now there's a total of 26 26 women all together now. And
Okay.
we're moving. We're going from state to state. Like I said, we started in Tampa, Florida. We went on to Baltimore. We're headed to Atlanta, Georgia next, San Diego, Dallas, Texas, Chicago, Illinois, London, the UK. Where else? Charleston, South Carolina, New York City, Detroit, Michigan. So we're constantly moving. Wherever the Lord instructs me to land next is where we're going. Lord
And
willing.
what I like is the fact that we've been, my wife and I, Lady Rock, we've been talking to several individuals about you guys coming out and what you're about. And they're really excited because there are a lot of people that during the pandemic were laid off, fired, they didn't have income. And the whole idea of starting a business was scary to a lot of people. It was scary. Um, we've in our own business, we've helped people start their own businesses and things of that nature. But what I love about this is you'll be able to talk with women, they'll be able to ask questions and hear from women that have actually done it so they can see and be motivated and inspired. That's a great thing right there. And I want to put up a picture here and tell me, these are some of the ladies that work with you, correct?
Yes. So these are the speakers from the Baltimore event. You
Okay.
have from my left in the purple dress is Mia Monique. Behind her is Leslie Hardy. The yellow dress is Charlene Harad Awamina. Then behind her in the glasses, you have Robin Dennis. To my left on the picture behind me is Monique Honeybee Moore, prophetess Monique Honeybee Moore. In the blue dress is Ada Sanchez. In the striped black and white is Maria Bronte, fashion and image consultant. And in the red dress is Janae Gostin. So yes, these are all the women that spoke in Baltimore.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, how many women are you going to be bringing to San Diego?
So there's a total of 8 of us coming to San Diego.
Okay, okay. So we can definitely expect to have a full house, and I think it's
Yes,
going to be fantastic because, you know, hope is there and faith is there for people, but when they can see somebody that's done it and when they hear their stories, it puts them really close and connected and makes it personal. And it gives them the ability to say, you know what, I can do that. I can do that. And I
yes,
think that's something that's fantastic. Make it so that they understand that anyone can do this as long as you are willing to work towards your goal. Work towards your goal. Now, one of the places I know that you guys said that you were going was here in September. So tell us a little bit
yes.
about this one.
So Atlanta is set and ready to roll. We're going to be at the Atlanta Fish Market. It is a beautiful restaurant there in Buckhead, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. So we have a master of ceremonies, Mr. Dr. Edward Womack, as well as myself, accompanying me to co-MC with me. And that is the lineup of women that are going to do their signature talk. And some of them, they're just going to speak for a brief moment because we do have a couple of new speakers. And then we have a singer, Michelle Hammond, who is going to render us a beautiful song at this event. So I'm super excited about Atlanta. It's almost like Black Hollywood, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
true.
I'm excited about Atlanta.
Okay, all right. And then I'm going to put up San Diego.
Yes.
Yes, come on, tell us a little bit about that one.
So San Diego, Hawaiian theme. We're going to be at Bali Ha Restaurant, which is Polynesian cuisine. I'm looking forward to that. I spent 3 years in Hawaii myself, living there, and I'm just super excited to come to that atmosphere. Working with Maria is going to be really, really good. I asked to be styled in Hawaiian gear, Hawaiian clothing. So I'm excited about San Diego, coming to meet the different cultures that will blend there in that region. So I'm excited to land in San Diego. And like I said, we got Mia Monique, Leslie Hardy, Robin Dennis, Maria Bronte, Prophetess Monique Honeybee Moore, Arkesha Brown, and Sabrina Thomas coming on out to San Diego. And I will be doing the keynote address for that event as well.
Well, that is fantastic. I know that we have several of the other ladies that you're talking about that will be on the show with us, and
Yeah,
yeah, they're going to come on at different times and whatnot. And I look forward to speaking with each of them so they can tell us a little bit about their business, tell us a little bit about why they got involved and everything else, and how they feel about helping women with moving forward and becoming entrepreneurs and things of that nature. Now, have you always had the entrepreneur spirit? Now, well, let me step back for a sec. You said that you did 20 years in the military, correct?
yeah,
Which branch?
Army.
Army. Okay, I'm still gonna talk to you. I'm still gonna talk to you. I'm a Navy vet. We are one. We are one. Um, yeah, I think that a lot of times individuals that have been in the service, our drive is a little bit different. And then to add God talking to you and giving you that drive, it's over the top. It can't be anything but good. I'm just putting it out there. That's
Yeah.
that's a fact. Now I wanted to know, have you always had the entrepreneurial instinct?
Yes, I come from Chicago, Illinois, so I have a hustler mentality
That,
inside of me already.
that's my
Coming
wife.
from
She's
the
from
hood
Chicago.
of
Same thing.
Chicago, so yes. Absolutely. My father taught me how to go get it. You can't sit around just waiting on things to happen. You get out there and you hustle. You get out there and you go get it. You get out there and you grind. You give it your all so that you will know without a shadow of a doubt that you worked to get to where you got. Nobody
Right.
handed it to you. You actually worked to get there. So
Right.
that's what I grew up learning about being a go getter. Getting
Okay.
out there, getting your hands dirty.
Right. And sometimes that's what it takes, because the wonderful thing is, like I said, reaching different people so that you can help them. And that's what it takes. That's what it takes. Now I want to ask, because I always ask this of people, what was the very first business that you can remember that you did?
First business. It was my lens of faith photography.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now, I want you to tell us what made you start photography.
I love to take pictures. First of all, I love being photographed, but I also love to take pictures. And it started when I was in Hawaii. I used to take pictures of the birds, the water, the waves, all type of stuff, sand, little features. I was just fascinated with the beauty in paradise in Hawaii.
Yes.
I started
Yes.
just snapping random photos, blowing them up, putting them on my wall. And that led me into Lens of Faith, which God gave me to download a Lens of Faith. And I thought that it was going to be a photography business. So I started the photography business. But
Hmm.
little did I know it navigated and turned into a speaking platform of where I can teach, train, and motivate people. So that's how it evolved. And I still take pictures, but I don't do it as a business anymore.
Okay, all right. And the biggest thing, because I do photography and videography as well. And what I love about that, just like music, I'm a DJ, and what I love about those things is the way that all of that touches people. It touches people in different ways. Where you may have looked at a wave and they just see the water. Then you take a picture with your eye and what you're seeing, and now they see it totally different than what they did before. Those are the things that encouraged me to do the photography way back years ago and so forth. So, and just like you said, you never know how things are going to evolve. You never
Right.
know. So that was the start that allowed you to get to where you are now, and that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So I want you to tell us where and what is your goal for Lens of Faith, Focus and Align in 5 years? Where do you want to see it?
Hmm. Lens of Faith is going to be a global enterprise within 5 years. I believe that wholeheartedly. Focus and Align is also going to be a global experience. within
Okay.
5 years. I believe that the Lord is shifting me into a territory unknown. But just like we pray the prayer of Jabez, he is enlarging my territory. Not everyone will go. Not everyone will get to go where it is that I'm going. And that's okay. What I know for sure is that we're going to touch the hearts and minds of people on a global scale,
Right.
because the mission and vision of Lens of Faith Speaks and Focus and Align merges together. It all talks about God. You have to be focused and aligned on God to be a lens of faith. You have to believe in God to be a lens of faith. So
Right.
it all merges together, and it all starts and ends with God.
I believe that 100%. Totally. Totally. Now, when you come, how do you want the ladies to show up? You want them to show up in mass, I know, but they should come business dressed, correct?
Right. So everyone is asked to wear business attire. Why? Because we are women in business. We are women in business, and we want you to show up. Even if you don't have a business, we want you to show up like you already have one.
Right.
I want women to come with the mindset that they are who they say they are. They are who they want to become. I want them to invest in them first and foremost by attending this experience, because this is an experience. It's not just another conference. It's not just another event. It's not just
Mhm.
another thing to do. This is an experience and a move of God like no other. You will definitely feel the anointing. You're definitely going to feel a move of God sitting in your seat. I don't care if you're just sitting there eating or sitting there listening. You're going to feel a move of God. So I want women and men to come with an expectation of exceedingly and abundantly above all they can ask or think. Why? Because God has already ordained us to receive exceedingly and abundantly above all we can ask or think. So stand on the
Fantastic.
promises of God, which are yes and amen.
Fantastic. Yes, yes. And I want to make sure I'm glad you said that to the men because I always tell men, even though it's a women's event, as long as they don't say no men allowed, support your woman. Support your friends that are females and so forth. You know,
Mhm.
if you need to, get them there, come with them, support them, be there. You know, um,
Absolutely.
it's going to be an awesome event. I already know it is. I'm excited about it. And I think it's going to be something that you may need to, and I know you've got stops along the way, the global, but I see that this is something that we may need to talk to you about coming back even after, you know, make
Yeah.
another stop through, run back through.
I know that's right.
Okay.
Because I'm already thinking about putting Tampa back on the list. I'm
And you,
already thinking about adding another Tampa stop. So
right,
yeah.
because I wanted to have you ladies on because of the fact that I know a lot of times there's so much here in San Diego that goes on. But one of the big things that happens is I always hear people because we cover a lot of events. Our rock media, we go out, we cover a lot of events. And what I hear all the time is, I didn't know about that. I didn't hear about that. You know, why didn't we know? You're finding out now. We're letting you know. We're going to have more of the authors on and more of the ladies with us and so forth to remind you that this is happening. We're going to have the flyer up on our social media, Rock Enterprises social media, so that you can know what's going on. You won't be able to say, I didn't hear about it. Okay, that's the one thing that I always tell people. We put it out there. I put it
Right.
on my stories. It's there. I post 3, 4, sometimes 10 times a day. Okay, it will be there. But I know there's going to be people that say, oh man, I didn't know it was going to be like this. Don't miss out, y'all. I'm going to just tell you, don't miss out. I tell you this every time we talk about an event. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. I want you to leave everybody with what you think they need to hear to prepare for this event coming up. Okay? Because again, I want to make sure that they understand that this is going to be something that is fantastic. Fantastic.
Well, first thing I want to say is, have you ever struggled? Have you ever wanted to start a business? Have you ever desired to own your own nonprofit, to start a nonprofit? How about get the right corporate level job? We're coming with answers. We're coming with tools. We're coming with resources. And not only about the business, but also the beauty of what it is that you want to do. That's right. We have a fashion and image consultant. Her name is Maria Bronte, the owner and founder of Style by Bronte. She's going to style you to look good. Guess what? Not only for your business, but how to show up virtually, how to show up anywhere where you want to make an impact. So, right along with Maria Bronte is also going to be a plethora of other business owners talking about sexual assault, sexual abuse, how to overcome that, how to turn your mess into a message, how to engage the audience and be fruitful and impactful when you do it. I am coming in with a word of God that will tie it all up at the end and put a bow on it. That's right. I'm going to seal the deal and talk about how to unmask and arise triumphantly. Taking off the mask of shame, taking off the mask of pain, resentment, transgressions, fear, doubt, worry, heartache, all of that. How to take that mask off and arise triumphantly in who God has called you to be. Why is this important? It's important because we all have a purpose on the inside of us, a purpose that God wants to see thrive. We always quote Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans for a hope and a future. That's right. You have a hope and a future. So we're coming through as women in business to help shine a bright light on you. Because if we could do it, after all the trials and tribulations that we face, we know that you can do it too. We want to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to move beyond the pain, move beyond the shadows of the mountains that you face, move beyond fear. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. I want to see you in your seat November the 12th, 2021 at Bali High Restaurant. I'll see you there. If you are listening to this and you are in the Atlanta region, join us September the 18th in Atlanta, Georgia, Atlanta Fish Market. You can purchase your ticket now. Don't wait, don't delay. www.globaltour.com. www.globaltour.com. I'll
And
see you there.
on that note, what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and put up the ways that they can reach you. Once again, this is Prophetess Chaundra Nicole Gore. She's the CEO, president, and founder of Focused and Aligned Women's Business Empowerment Foundation. She is also the president and founder of lensoffaith.org. You can go there for the website. And the tour website, like she said, is faaglobaltour.com. And then make sure that you pick up the book, okay? Pick up the book that they co-authored, Focused and Aligned. It's on Amazon. You definitely want to get that so you can read that ahead of time and have that in your library, okay? You definitely want to do that. Well, Chandra, I got to tell you, that in itself was some words, okay? I'm sure that motivated and inspired some people. I want to thank you for coming on and talking with us. You know that we'll be in touch because we're working on some things. And I look forward to you guys coming in November. It's going to be an awesome event. Myself and Lady Rock will be there. Rock Entertainment will be providing music and sound for the event and so forth. And we look forward to being there with you guys. All right. So I want to thank you once again.
All right. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
Hey, everybody. I know that you are inspired and fired up. I just want to make sure that you know you definitely want to come out. You don't want to miss this. Okay? You don't want to miss this. Once again, we're going to have this up on our social media, so you'll be able to see it and know when it's coming. Look out for the next few shows. We're going to have some of the other co authors on with us and some of the other ladies. And make sure that you tune in. Put in anything you have in the chat if you've got questions and so forth. Even before then, tune in and let's go ahead and get you all set and ready for this event on November 12th. All right. I want to let you know for next week, we have a guest, Christopher Williams, and that is going to be a very, very interesting show. So I want to make sure that you tune in next week for Straight Talk with DJ Doc here on Facebook Live at 7 p.m. Take care, be safe, and be blessed. Peace, y'all.